Sorry, I thought I was already muted.
That's all right. That's all right. Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode. I will tell you something. It is crazy because Zoom recently changed their how you go live, like the whole process of when you've got Zoom webinar and you use it to go live on Facebook. So it always has like a few seconds before we actually start the show. So the good thing is you guys are getting like behind the scenes stuff when you come on with us now. We always have a little dance party in our room. So welcome everybody. Come on in, get comfortable, dance if you want to. And we are thankful because you could be anywhere, and we are honored that you're here celebrating with us another episode today. So I'd like to invite you to take a minute, click the love button, click the share button so that more people can enjoy this show with us today. And be sure to, whether you're on live with us or on the replay, comment below. Say hi, let us know where you're joining from, and let's get started. So my name is Jessica Dugas. I'm an intuitive mentor and energy healer.
And my name is Donna Brown. I'm a holistic wellness practitioner, and this is The Breakthrough. It's the spiritual view for your soul and mind, where we dig deep on today's spiritual hot topic and inspire you with stories of those breakthrough moments that change our lives. So, and Tara's saying hey, and so she got me tickled. Sorry.
So we have lost our marbles today, everybody. So if y'all find them, let us know. Have you ever felt like giving up? So on today's show, we will have the always stunning Tamia Montessori, who will be sharing with us about just that, her breakthrough moment in giving up. But of course, we have to get to our hot topics first, which means that it's time to welcome our panelists today. We have a full house today, which always makes for a fun episode. So first up, we have our fabulous empowerment coach. Well, he's the empowerment coach, helping us to stay empowered as we experience our breakthrough moments. So everyone, please welcome Jamad Kelly.
Jamad Kelly.
Hey.
In the house.
Yay. And we also have our friend and resident declutter coaching consultant helping us to make space for our breakthrough moments, the gorgeous Heather Clark. Everybody, please welcome Heather today.
Woo.
Yay. Whoop, whoop. And also we have our resident Jane of all things. She's our meditation sleep teacher / photographer / designer, helping us to stay grounded during our breakthrough moments. Everybody, please welcome the fabulous Tara Abram.
And juicy conversations.
Juicy conversations.
Talk about the juiciness.
Oh my gosh, I think we've all had too much coffee in the green room today.
Coffee and cookies. We got a lot of sugar.
Too much coffee and too much cookies. What I am excited to jump into our hot topics today, because this is, as we said before the show, this is going to be a juicy conversation. So Donna, what are we talking about today?
So today our hot topic is, I thought perhaps she might be a little crazy, but she was only highly intuitive. So was she crazy? Or was she intuitive? Judging other people's spiritual experiences. So, was she crazy, Jessica, or maybe just a little intuitive?
Okay, so and guys, I don't know if this actually worked today or not, because there was a new feature when I went to schedule the live today that showed that I could put poll questions. I had never seen that before. So I actually put some. So if you guys can see poll questions, please answer them. And also let us know if you can see them, because I thought it would be pretty interesting. We don't know if it
Where are they?
So let's try it.
Where would they be?
I have no idea. I just thought I saw this setting and I was like, oh, I know. Well, so now we know that I'm actually crazy.
Been confirmed.
So it's interesting because I think many of us who are in the who have gone and started exploring our spirituality and our intuitive nature, and all of that at one time or another have probably been called crazy or a little cuckoo, or I'm really not sure what's going on with her. But I think, and I know for me that I have done the same thing. If I have seen somebody experiencing something that's way outside of anything I've ever experienced, there's a moment when I'm like, what's going on there? But I will say this, that it's interesting that as I've gone along my own spiritual journey, the judgment of others' spiritual journey is less and less and less every moment, because as you experience things, you start to go, anything can happen.
Right.
So, and that's truth, right? So, what about you, Donna?
Yeah, I'm with you. You know, before I really realized and understood what was going on with me, because you know, just when you start realizing that you know things that you shouldn't know, and see things that you shouldn't see, but you don't know that, you know, and so then you start seeing other people kind of, and so you're already thinking yourself is crazy, or I was anyway. Maybe I should just speak for me. And then you start seeing other people. So, but you see what reaction you're getting for yourself. So you're trying to like, well, that's not what's happening to her. She's just crazy. Right. So for me, I think a lot of it has really changed, like you said, Jessica, since we started walking down this journey. And when I started my journey over 20 years ago of really trying to figure out, okay, what is going on with me, and what's happening here. And so I'm finding myself kind of defending those people that are labeled with the crazy symbol, because we all do. Like I like to, and I think Jamad, you talked about this earlier too. I talk to myself, and I get answers, and so I'll be sitting in the grocery store going, well, do I really want this, or do I want to do this, or what can I do with this? And then I'm, oh, okay. And you know, you get the crazy look, right? So I don't know. That's my story, Jamal. What do you think?
I'm on two sides of this.
Okay.
Like, I've met intuitive people who were really fantastically intuitive, but also crazy. So,
are you talking about me, Jamon?
No, I think it can go both ways a little bit, but I'll say this much. Helen Reddy said it's so nice to be insane because nobody asked you to explain, okay?
Right.
Like when people know you're crazy, they don't ask you to explain anything. Like everything that I've been doing for the past month, I've been traveling this whole month, really working and growing my intuition. I'll tell you this much, that's the craziest about it. I've been traveling for a whole month. I made no money, right? But which is like, how am I getting from LA to, San Francisco to Vegas and doing all these things? But my guides wanted me to learn how to receive. Like they wanted me to learn how to receive. So for anybody else, that would have been really crazy to be doing all this traveling, but I was able to do it successfully. So am I really crazy, or is everybody else crazy? That's what I want to know.
You know, that's funny because my husband and I ask that question. We say that all the time. Is it me or is it everybody else? But you know, Jamad, it was funny that you said that because the hurricane, we went almost 4 weeks without any income coming, or 3 weeks without any income coming in because everything was shut down. Our banks were closed. The mail wasn't running. So we had to, speaking of having to learn how to receive, we had to learn how to receive. We're always giving. And now it was our turn that we had to stop and learn that it was okay for us to receive in the midst of all of this going on. So I think that it seems like to be the theme for the whole month of September was that learning to receive kind of thing. Yeah. So what do you think, Heather?
Well, I'm with you, Donna, when you were like first going through this, like that whole, am I going crazy? Like, did that really just happen? Because especially with me in my situation where like really started to hit me was the dimes, like that moment of dimes. And I thought, okay, I'm just going crazy. But I thought, you know what, let's go crazy even further. And I'm like, fine, if this is supposed to happen, then show me a dime kind of. And I would almost do it like out of, well, not spite, but like out of like, okay, let's see how crazy this really can get. And then when that dime showed up, I'm like, okay, maybe I'm not as crazy as I thought. 'Cause there's something bigger than me that's maybe crazier than me. Yeah, but it was, so that was my thing. So I was like, okay, but then now that since then, the amount of people that have come into my life that make this, what I thought was crazy, so normal.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, oh, I'm not crazy. Not for that reason anyways.
We're all crazy.
We're all crazy
Okay.
together, right?
It's a good kind of crazy.
Yes. Yes.
How crazy are you, Tara?
I'm really, I'm totally crazy.
She's juicy crazy.
Just juicy crazy. That's awesome.
My phone's going crazy. I have it's actually off and it's going, and I don't even know how it's ringing because the volume's off. So I
Hey, mine
apologize
did
for that.
last week.
I can show you. The volume's off.
Like Donna's and her Donna's sounds like popcorn when her
Yes, with the train. Yeah.
I don't know. I don't find too much I don't know. I'm like such an open individual that I don't find a lot crazy. I just find it interesting. Like, anything synchronistic. It's like just all fascinating to me. So I'm like, yeah. So
Yeah,
I'm
and that's where
crazy.
I've come now, is how fascinating it is. It's like,
yeah.
okay, so this lines up with this, which lines up with that. I'm like, so it's not crazy. It's fascinating. And you want to know more and you want to like get into it more. Yeah, that's awesome.
I think most of us have taken that journey from that's really crazy to wow, let me see how far I can push that. Like,
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's a little bit more like that.
Yeah.
I'm like, that was fun. Let's try this now.
How far can we really go with it? Can we
But
get
I'm
that
saying,
deeper?
like about the judgy part, like
Uh-huh.
I don't think spiritual people should judge spiritual people's journey. It's so crazy to me. Like I have friends that believe in crystals, crystal energy, crystal healing, but they don't believe in past lives. It's so interesting how spiritual people lock themselves off and block themselves off. Whereas like I'm thriving. I know the magic of the universe. I can do whatever the hell, excuse my language, I can do whatever I want to do based on, what I've learned on my spiritual journey. And it's like, sometimes you have to just continue to be open and find what works for you, whether people see you talking to yourself and think you're crazy, but you're getting what you need. So what does it matter?
well, and this is what's interesting, because even if you go into different religions and religious texts and things like that, it's always, God created all. God is capable of all. So how can we not believe that God or the universe or whatever it is that you believe in isn't capable of every stinking thing? So but yet we can sit here like, what does she have going on over there today? So it's funny how many, I know, Jamad, you've been traveling like crazy person. Like how many crazy people have you encountered on your journey?
Oh, I took a picture. I went to Agape. I met Dr. Michael Beckwith. I would say that's probably the craziest person I met, right? But no, I met like some of the most brilliant people in my life on this trip. I mean, everybody has their own psychic ability. Everybody has their own intuitive gifts. And that was something that I really got to experience. I think, because I don't want to take up too much time, but I think it depends on who teaches you first, like who introduces you to spirituality. I was introduced to spirituality from a lady named Sweta. She believes in Hindu deities. Dr. Michelle Walker, she believes in pretty much everything. She taught me about Kuan Yin. She taught me about Buddha. She taught me about Jesus, Mother Mary. So you really get to see how it's like, I won't say it gets deeper, because, it feels like when you talk about deepness, like we're going down in the rabbit hole, but things get more broad in general. You see how this shit applies. I mean, how you see how this stuff applies to everything.
Listen, Jamad, stop censoring yourself, because remember when we had that episode where we talked about how you could still be spiritual and say shit sometimes, okay?
But no, I'm just like, this is a daytime talk show. I'm not trying to
It's
be
not 9 p.m. yet.
I don't want to be Rosie O'Donnell. I'm trying to stay on the panel.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my goodness. All right, you guys, we gotta rein it in now, because we have to bring in our guest today.
Oh, has it been 10 minutes
In the
already?
green room, just shaking her head.
She's like, what did I commit myself to?
So
they're all crazy.
Is it a full moon, Jessica?
No.
It is not.
But without further ado, I want to welcome our special guest on the Breakthrough today. Our guest today is a counselor for women. She helps them become aware in their lives. She helps them with sexuality, with self-love, and she's joining us all the way from Hungary. Well, I'm not always sure if she's going to be in Hungary because she is definitely a world traveler, but I think that's where she is today. So everyone, please hit that heart button, hit the share button if you haven't already, and help us welcome our friend Timea Montessori to the show today. Yay, we are so excited that you're here. Thank you so much for joining us today. And my daughter's excited too. She's over here. Yay!
Thank you again inviting me.
We are excited to have you here. So tell us, Timea, are you crazy?
Yes, I'm crazy. Come on. I started last year, everything just to travel and be free. Yes, I'm completely crazy, I think. I really loved listening to you because so much laughter. And you know, that's another crazy thing about spiritual people, I think, because mostly here in Hungary, most of the people are sad and depressed, full of problems, always focusing on the problems, you know, and just even that's why I'm really happy to join this, because I shared and so many of my followers shared this live stream, and you put some happiness to the Hungarian evening. Thank you for this, really. It was
good
to hear you.
I'm so glad that we can share some laughter. I mean, it's a good day because usually that we're not this feisty, but we're feisty today. So it's a good thing. But and I know that I want to quickly say hello to we've got tons of people watching today, and I know lots of your friends are watching, Timea, as well. So I want to say a quick hi to everybody that I can. Princess, Teresa, Genevieve, Gwen, Joanne, Rosalia, who else do we have? Laura, Emily, Sharina, we have Joanne, we have lots of people with us today. I'm so excited that you're here. And I would love for you to jump in, Timea, because you're going to talk to us today about when you gave up in your life. And I know that this is something that so many of us have been there, where we have just said, okay, I'm done. In whatever it is, I can't do this anymore. So why don't you take us back to that time in your life and tell us what was going on before you had made that decision to you were done.
I'm really happy that I can talk about this. I prepared with 2 stories and then just a general overview, because when I check the Facebook news feed, it's full of with don't give up, never give up. It's like a bad thing to give up. And what I've learned Theta Healing meditation, and what I've learned that give up means give up to the God, to the universe. It doesn't matter how you call it, but I've learned it through several experiences, bad and good as well. And I just realized when I forget about the how, when I just know what I want, but I deeply want it from my heart, it's aligned with me. And I say, okay, I don't know how, but please take care of it. It will happen, and much quicker and much better way than I would suggest, or when I was just thinking, okay, how should I do? So I've learned that giving up is not a bad thing. It's not about I'm weak. It's not about I don't want to work. It's not about I'm lazy or something. It's about trust, faith, belief that maybe someone up there knows better how to deal with it than me. So it's just a kind of take my ego a little bit, backward and just let the universe help me and work. And it's absolutely connect to your topic, that giving and allowing you were talking about, because as I experience it in myself as well, that Yeah, we love to give, give, give. We work day and night. I get up early. I see, Jessica, your emails as well. You get up early, you go to bed late. And I guess everyone here in this Zoom webinar today, we try to give, weekend, everything. And yes, it's time to relax, time to give up that we need that work that hard, and just let the universe work and let the support come in. And I have so many different stories about this. There is I would like to talk about two different stories. Both are connected to my health. Since my early childhood, I had problems with my teeth. I will never have such a beautiful white teeth like you in the States. I'm so impressed all the time when I see your smile. Oh my God, I will never have this. Because lots of teeth in my mouth are fake teeth, like, bridges and so on. And more than a year ago, I just went through a really painful process, and 5 teeth went from here, and I got 3 implants. It was very painful, very bloody. Oh my God, it was, I don't want to talk about it. So it was a 3-hour surgery. But before this, I realized that, okay, I'm a public speaker, and from here, I will have no teeth for a half a year. Can you imagine? I'm a young woman. I was just in the middle of a divorce, so I wanted to attract new men into my life, and this is how I earn money. This is my profession. I'm talking. And as you can see, I'm smiling all the time. So when I realized that, okay, I should live my life like this, that people will see that I have nothing in my left jaw, I was shocked and I was crying. And I had a very good, fun group, and I'm so happy for them, for the support, and that we can work together. It's like, Jessica, your group. And before I went to the surgery, I said, okay, now it's time to give up my perfectionism, to give up that I want to be beautiful all the time. I should give up that in Hungary, it means no money and low education if you don't have teeth, because only the poor people don't take care of their outlook and health and mouth health and so on. So it's really in a bad, it's judged if you look like this, so you will get judgment. And I said, okay, it's time to give up all this. And I just, like in a magazine like Hot or Vogue, I just made a live stream that, okay, now I will tell the truth. Now you will know my hidden secret. Now it's time to share what's the real truth about me. And at the time I had a fake teeth. So I just took off and started to talk about some topic. And after 5 minutes, I just asked them, okay, did you realize what happened? What's the difference? And 80% of the people never realized that half of my teeth are missing, because they paid attention what I was talking about and how, and my energy and everything. And I was very emotional. This is my closest client group. And I was just crying a little bit, and I felt so supported, and it felt so good, and I felt free, and I felt, okay, now I'm really who I am. I shouldn't wear any fake thing in my mouth just to look normal, look professional. My professionalism is not connected to my operation, and giving up this expectation. How should I look like? How should I be as a professional trainer? Oh my God, I don't think I have ever felt so free, really. So this was one of the best experiences in my life, and I learned that I can be who I am. I'm okay as I am. And after this, when I started to travel, sometimes when I was at the beach, I just recorded a live stream in my bikini. Of course, I was just showing myself like this. but no makeup, beach hair. Who cares? What I want to share here and now, because I have this idea, I must share. So it really transformed my life. So this is one of my story. I guess you have the same when you felt that you dropped just some change, something, and you felt that, oh my God, the world hasn't collapsed.
It's really interesting because I think so many of us that, especially that are entrepreneurs and we're doing a lot of our stuff online where we're live like this, or maybe we're speaking. I know that even coming up later in this season, we've got some people coming on the show that are speakers at different venues where they live and things like that. You have to go through this period of giving up whatever your idea is of perfectionism, because all of your stuff is now out there for everybody. And so I think it's a story, especially those of you that are watching that are entrepreneurs and are doing any kind of speaking. You kind of have to give up that idea and get out of your own way. What are some of the things that you tell yourself? You know, do you still find that you get caught up in that at all now, to where you feel like I'm not really sure if I should put myself out there like this? And if you do, how do you deal with that in the moment?
Yes, there are some days when I feel, oh my God, how I look like, or it's too dark. If I cannot find the perfect lighting, you know. And my trick nowadays is that if I want to do a live stream, if I decide, okay, let's go live, first I do it in my VIP group, in my close clients group, because I feel they're so safe, like between my friends, among my friends, like, yeah, it's really going home feeling. And I start there, and then I feel the love, the support, we can connect a little bit, then I can go and do it on my public page. It's more easy, this you know, this warm up for me. And I really realized that always there will be always some people, it doesn't matter how perfect the light, how perfect my makeup, how short, focused and perfect my speech is, there will be always someone who will hate it or just find something that is not okay for him or her. So I just don't care. If I feel that I should do this, then I do this. And another thing that I've learned a lot of things from Tony Robbins or other people who tell the, you know, get in peak state. So if I feel that I'm not that energized, but I promise to my team that I will give a training or something, I just pump up myself, listen good music like we did before we went online. Listen to some music, call a friend, jump a little bit around, dance party at home in front of the mirror, telling me that I love myself so much. So I just use some technique to feel better, and then all my worries just disappear and go small. So if I can get out of my mind and can get into my body, it's better. For me, I meditate a lot, but for me, meditation not really helps, because it is just, the thoughts in my mind will be just louder. So I'm an active person. So for me, it's better if I just jump and dance for the peak state. And then I think, okay, who cares? I feel good. That will be okay.
I love it. I love it. So many good points there too. And I think, you know, whatever works for you in the moment. I love that you said that meditation is not necessarily something that works for you all the time, and that you found something that works for you. And I think that that's an important message when you, for anybody that's watching, when you feel like, you know, you need to get rid of this idea, to give up this idea of perfectionism in your life. You know, you just have to start doing what works for you.
Yeah, I like this. It's kind of, you know, okay, sometimes English is an obstacle. You know, when there are lots of food on the table, it's a free buffet, and you can just choose. Sometimes a meditation, sometimes jumping, sometimes just music, sometimes just calling someone, or watching a funny video, or an inspirational video, or just read something. Yeah, so it's just a buffet. You shouldn't have a strict rule. How will I get my big state? And my second story, yeah.
Go ahead.
My second story is a little bit different because it's connected to my surgery as well. So at the night when I had my surgery in the morning, you know how it goes. You cannot sleep the night before. It's painful. I was awake 3 hours just like this. So you are completely tired and so much pain and blood, and I'm allergic to painkillers. So it wasn't an easy process. So I couldn't sleep. I had an ice pack here all the evening, all the night, and I couldn't fall asleep because in the minutes that I fall asleep, it slipped down, and I just wake up. Oh my God, it's so painful. So when I haven't slept since, I don't know, 24 hours or more, and you are really stressed, tired, exhausted, full of pain, and it's a completely different mindset. I'm sure that some of you, or maybe all of you, experience it, not always through pain. I got to this place through pain, but you can to this place through meditation or shamanic drums, but it's a kind of different mindset. When I felt that I'm just one, I really felt at that moment that I'm one with the universe, I'm one with God. And then I saw my choices. I could tell my really painful and very expensive story to everyone. So many people just sent love and was worrying about me. And I can continue telling my story, how bad it was and how painful, and oh my God, I cannot sleep, I cannot eat, blah, blah, blah. And in this mindset, I saw another path, that I can choose the miracle. I can give up on my story, that it's painful, that, this complaining, gaining love and attention and being special. And if I choose that, okay, I choose the miracle and I give up on my story, everything will go fast. My pain, I completely thought in my vision that it can heal quickly. The pain can go away quickly. I will be okay in a couple of days and I will have no story to tell. But I experienced the miracle. I don't know how it goes in the States or in Canada, but here in Hungary, if you heal quickly, if everything just goes smooth in your life, they say, oh yeah, you are lucky. That's it. And it's not valuable. And at that moment, in the pain, in the middle of the pain, completely exhausted, in that mindset, I just understood that I can do whatever I want. I can have whatever I want. If I can work together with this mindset, with this energy, with this oneness, I can have all the miracles in my life what I want. I can have so many followers and money and healing and everything. And I felt just expanded. I felt like really I'm 5 times big. And it was such knowledge and exploration. So I decided I want to go on the miracle path, and I don't care about if people will say, okay, you are lucky and so on. I don't want to complaining and getting attention this way. People, so I decided, okay, I realized that if I'm alignment in myself, if I have aligned, and if I can work really and trust into the universe and work with the universe, then, and it's easy, it's much better than suffering and complaining. So giving up on my story, on being average. So I decided to be crazy, if I can join this topic, because come on, if you don't complain after this kind of surgery, it's crazy. If you say, okay, I'm fine, and I choose the quick healing, that's really crazy here. And and it's, you know, life is so tricky sometimes, because when I started this VIP group a year before, the motto of the group was easy is sexy. Easy is sexy. And, you know, I was just repeating, and we trained ourselves that easy is sexy, easy is sexy. But when you really experience and feel it in your body that yes, easy is sexy, because when something is easy, it means that you work with the universe, you are aligned, you are connecting to your core, to your soul, to your body, mind, spirit, everything works together. So I'm really embracing these moments when I can feel this, that it just happens. Yes, easy, sexy. And you can tell me, okay, you are lucky. It's just, you know, some coincidence. Okay, but what is coincidence? Working with God. So this is the second story I wanted to share with you, that, yeah, giving up, being normal, giving up on being special because of something bad like pain or poorness or struggling with lots of problems. So if you give up that you want to be special through this path, join the other path and work together with the universe. And that's so great. And so giving up, give up, for me, wow, my favorite words.
You know, I like the way you use the word give up, and give up as in giving it up to the universe or to God or whatever your language is. I really like that a lot. My question for you though is, when you were in the throes of the pain, you know, it's hard to get out of that poor me mentality, you know. So what was that one trigger that made you go, wait a minute, I don't want to be this poor me, you know, I don't want to be wallowing in this pain. I really want to come over here and give up and send it up and just let all of that healing and love energy come into me at that point.
I teach meditation as well. I work with Theta Healing techniques. And when I was really fed up with this pain, I just started to meditate. And I just asked for healing and unconditional love. And I wrote it to my group as well. They knew that I will have a surgery, and oh my God, hundreds of people just sent me unconditional love. And I think this helped as well. So I don't think that it was only on me, that I was the only one who created this. It was the pain, my will for healing, because I couldn't take any painkiller. Come on, what else do I have than praying or meditating? So, nothing. You cannot drink a whiskey when your jaw is pain and blood everywhere. So no whiskey, no painkiller. What else? Praying and meditating. And I think I could absorb as well, and could allow myself to use that much love that my clients, my family, my friends sent me for healing. So I think that was the moment when I just said, okay, let's start really pray, let's start really meditate on this and connect to the universe. And it just happened. I think the will is very important. You know, when you really decide that I want this. And not only, oh, what about if it would happen, but I really want this now. I claim it. I want to get rid of it. And, you know, when you say some adult words as well, it's fuck it. And I cannot keep it. So, okay, please do something, because no painkiller, no other drugs. Come on, just help.
So I really want to say that by far you are my favorite guest on this show. I just want to put that out there. I mean, no shade to all the other guests, but this is my favorite. So I like how you look at things. Like you have, like, I like seeing the world through your eyes. You have a way of seeing things that are so empowering and us, like really uplifting. Like when I'm saying, when people hear give up, they're going to think of it a different way. Where you're saying like, give up the control of it. Give up, you know, the negative thoughts. Give up. I'm like, this is, you know, easy is sexy. I like that too, because that's kind of life I'm trying to live. And I'm sure a lot of people think that easy is sexy, right? So what's another phrase? Because even you just said, what's a coincidence? That's, you know, pretty much you said that's just God on time, right? I'm just like, ah! So what's another phrase that you have that you can share with us? Because I'm just blown away, because I thought I was creative.
Okay. Let's see what's the most appropriate for here. The other thing, what came to me now, that every feeling is okay. If you are sad, because what you said, Jamal, that give up worrying, give up the sadness, give up being depressed. You cannot give this up. And when you are angry and someone said, okay, don't be angry, and it's not spiritual being angry, come on. I think all of the emotion is worth to embrace, because when I'm angry, it's like a ring that, come on, you didn't pay attention to your borders. You didn't, or you had some trauma in yourself that you still haven't healed. So anger is a perfect thing. And if I'm angry, okay, I don't want to hurt anyone, but I like being angry or depressed or happy, or I like all the feelings, because it's important to feel. You cannot just take away the bad, the negative feelings, and enjoy the good ones like grace and joy and fun and happiness. No, it's all in one bag. If you say, okay, I don't want to feel the anger, I don't want to feel hatred, and don't want to feel these feelings, then you throw away everything, all the feelings. And what is important for me, okay, when I'm angry, I know it's not good for my body, so I don't want to stay angry a lot, but I don't try to be in just one jump in the happiness. I just try to be a little bit better. And that's what I emphasize a lot, that this spiritual bullshit, like always be grateful, and okay, if you are angry or you're frustrated or something bad feeling is in you, okay, just imagine what are you grateful for. I think overvalue this gratefulness. I really like to be grateful, but when I'm angry, I cannot jump that much. So I just accept myself and I allow myself just be a little bit better. Just take a deep breath, just release it. And then you can go further and further and higher and higher. And in an hour, okay, I can go to to be grateful. But I see so many spiritual people who force themselves get rid of these negative feelings like anger or fear or rejection or shame immediately, but it's not healthy. I think it's just hiding, but not through healing. I don't know if it's helpful for you or not, but
I do want to say this, that I think that I love you so much. And everything you said was a nugget. Every feeling is okay. That's a tweetable moment. I'm done. Thank you so much. You are the best.
He's like, and I'm out. I do have a question to ask you of what would you have said to your before surgery self to maybe get yourself to that point that you got to where, you know, you give it up and where you chose the miracle side versus the, you know, the poor me side? What would you have said to yourself so that you can move faster through that?
I don't have any miracle word or sentence for this. I think I just would suggest to myself that just don't take everything too serious. Just examine yourself from a little bit above, from a perspective, like a helicopter view. And everything is easier, and you cannot go that deep into pain or into any other bad feeling or into, you know, when you feel so lost or so, that if you use this helicopter view and you say, okay, this is just a playground, a 3D playground, and don't take it that serious. I think it can help.
I like that. I like that.
Am I mute? Oh, I thought I was mute for a second.
I'm muted, but you're not.
I'm like, oh my gosh. See, I'm crazy today. I totally love everything that you've said and that you've shared. I know me, like I went through a major surgery too. So, and I can relate on so many levels because at that time I was like, I'm not taking anything. I want to only like use my essential oils and have green juice. And so that pain aspect, like I completely relate to being in that state and just those feelings and stuff and kind of just having to let go of that all. And I love what you're saying about the emotions, because it is so they're like a teacher for us. It's so important for us to check in with our emotions and feel them and be like, okay, why am I angry right now? Or why am I frustrated right now? And it's a good way for us to check in and figure out where we're at and why, and then allow ourselves to move through that and into a higher vibration, you know, as you explained. So I just love that. I don't really have any questions. Like I'm loving listening to everything that you say, and yeah, it's just been fabulous.
Thank you.
All right.
I love talking, so thanks for sharing.
We love everything. We all love everything. I mean, to share with one of our viewers, Genevieve said, just amen to all of what's been discussed here today. That's what she said, and I think we all feel that way. Tamia, we are coming towards the end of the show, but I would love for you to share with our audience if anybody feels like they are kind of stuck in a space where maybe they feel like they can't give it up, like they just feel stuck where they are. What could you share with them today that can maybe help them to move along in their journey?
Breathe. I think it helps a lot. So if you feel that you cannot give up, then you feel like how to say it in English, you know, you squeeze yourself and you are not open. Yeah. You are not open. Your heart is not open. Your chest is not open. You cannot breathe. You just breathe shallow. Because when you feel that I cannot give you up, I own this, then you are like this. You are like my fist. And breathing helps a lot, just like this huge, when you really open your mouth. And that's why it was really tricky when I lost half of my jaw, because I teach this breathing that, and open your mouth as wide as you can, like a huge apple. And because if you do this, you will yawn. For the second breathing, you will yawning, and it releases the stress from here. And yeah, I see Heather tried it, yes. Those people who regularly meditate with me just see me and start yawning. So if you breathe, it can help a lot. If you take deep breath and long exhales, because if your mind cannot understand that, okay, it will be better to give up, your body always helps if you connect to your body. And breathing, deep breathing, long exhaling, always a good way to go on this journey.
Absolutely. I can't, you have given so many, however you want to put it, golden nuggets, truth bombs, good stuff today. We are so grateful for your presence on the show today, and sharing with us and with our audience about your journey. And I love the whole concept of changing it to giving up, and just, you know, that sort of surrender kind of energy. And I know that so many people are going to be able to move forward now and start to surrender a little bit, and not take things so seriously, and really thrive in their moments of struggles because you shared today. And so I just want to thank you so much for being here. And I know that anybody who is watching that is in Hungary and isn't already connected with Tamia, her link is in the description above, so you're welcome to connect with her there. Thank you so much for joining us today, Tamia. It's been a pleasure having you here.
Thank you for the invitation. Thank you guys, and thank you, Jamal. Thank you.
All right, we'll see you next time. All right, everybody. So we are going to move into our round table. Oh my gosh, I can't even talk today. We're moving into a round table now. I know.
Well, it could be a room table, a round table, square table, whatever table you want it to be.
The crazy table, whatever.
I've just given up. Like I'm just
You
going.
gave it up.
You know.
Give it up.
That's it. You know, it's so, listen, I'm going to sound like a broken record now. It is so synchronistic. Everything that has happened on the show, when we talk about hot topics, the guests that come on. Last night, Donna and I are in a book club together, and we're reading Uncharted by Colette Baron Reid. And we got into talking about a little bit about authenticity last night. And one of the things, and I know Jamad, you and I, Jamad is my fellow Aquarian on the show. And we are, the Aquarians are the fixers. Like we want, and this is where Heather was talking before the show about me getting the Shiny Happy People song stuck in her head. So we are the fixers. We want to see a world full of shiny, happy people. And we just want everybody to be good and happy and loving and okay and peaceful. And a lot of the reaction that I get all the time from people is, why are you taking on so much, Jessica? You can't fix everybody. You can't do this. And so I have spent years literally trying to give up that part of myself that is the helper, the fixer, the doer, the I'm going to be there, you know, kind of person, when this whole time it has been, and this has been a very new, like, space that I'm stepping into. I've needed to give up this idea that I have to give that up, you know, that I have to, that it's myself that I have to somehow fix. It's the giving up of the expectations of other people and what they think I need to be doing and all of that. And so it's so perfect and synchronistic in my life right now, this idea of giving up. And Jamad, I know, saying he wants this episode on DVD.
I do want it on DVD. This was a great episode.
It'll be on YouTube, Jamad. Can't you download on DVD on YouTube?
No, he wants a signed copy.
Oh, okay.
I was gonna say, do people actually carry DVDs anymore?
I was wondering that.
It's slightly on the crazy part now. We're talking totally different crazy.
I enjoyed Tamia. She was as real as they come. She had so much insight. It was just, I enjoyed the company of people that I feel speak my language. You know, it's like having a tribe is so important, you know?
And that was what she talked about when I asked the question, was it wasn't just any one thing that she did, it was her tribe as well. So that just goes to show how much our tribe helps us too in the giving up and the healing process as well.
And that goes along with the fact of who you surround yourself with. So are you
Right.
surrounding yourself with people that are going to be that victim mindset and go, oh yeah, yeah, yeah? Or are you surrounding yourself with, like she did with her tribe, where it's like, no, 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 these miracles can happen.
Right.
But that's where, like us, like we're surrounding ourselves with the miracle side or the crazy side.
Sometimes you need to give up that tribe that you're with. Sometimes
Right.
you need to give that up. They're not
Exactly.
supporting you. Yep,
Yeah, you do.
for sure. What's your thoughts, Tara?
I just loved everything that she had to say. And I mean, you can just hear in her voice through her experience, like, and that's why I said I could relate, because I remember that whole going through the surgery thing, and there was a lot I couldn't get up. Like there were so many things I couldn't do. And it was just like, it gets overwhelming, and all the pain and just like all those emotions at one time. So, I mean, what else can you really do, right? Other than surrender and just kind of give up to it. So, I just love that she shared that. And I mean, hello, easy is sexy. We need to like
Yeah.
turn
Land
that into
yeah.
like, I need like, I don't know, a coffee mug.
Putting that on my phone on the lock screen.
Yeah.
I'm wearing that on my body somewhere. It's gonna be somewhere. Easy is sexy.
Well, I like to put the word sexy in anything I can. So, easy is sexy. I'm like, awesome. Yeah, that was great.
Sexy and it's juicy, Tara.
Sexy
I
is
would say this though. I like how she's presenting it. And this is one thing I'll say that'll help everybody in spirituality. You can't see everything one way. You can't. Like when you hear the word giving up, what do you think? Right? Try to see things from a different point of view sometimes.
Mhm.
I'm a big fan of Tamia. I'm gonna get a Tamia t-shirt.
Tamia t-shirts after the show in the green room, everybody.
There you go. They're already there. I also like the fact that she pointed out, because this is what I work with my clients on a lot, is your body reacts to the words and the thoughts that your mind says and does and thinks. So that right there was a big splash for me, because that's what I'm always trying to teach my clients, is that if you're thinking it, if you're saying it, your words are powerful, very, very powerful, and that's what you're creating within your body as well. And she had a lot of really good points, though. It's like, how do you pick just one good thing out of all of these?
You don't.
I had a whole piece of paper full of points.
Donna's our resident secretary. She'll have all your notes after the show. No, I mean, and and one thing that we didn't really even talk about was that, it's interesting that she had kind of this breakthrough during her surgery process and all of that, because it has probably helped her quite a bit now and will continue to help her in the future because that happened. Because I know for me, when I had a spinal fusion when I was 16. So I was out of school for half the year and had to relearn how to walk, went to prom at a different school. Like it was this whole ordeal. And I didn't have I was literally like drugged out of my mind, because I didn't have any resources then other than to just be like, okay, I'll do whatever you tell me to do. And I was just in a very different space in my life. And so that experience of healing became something else that I had to heal from, because I didn't have that kind of awakening or breakthrough or system or support system or anything. Then I didn't do anything with myself. So it's interesting to see, if you work through the stuff while it's happening too, you won't add something else that you'll have to heal from later, Right. So that's really interesting, I think, as well. And something that we could even talk about some more later. So
and some of our best lessons come from our pain.
Yes, very true.
That was
we don't like it in the moment, but
wait, we need a cheat sheet t-shirt that says that then.
Yeah. Yeah.
Tweetable moment.
Jessica, we need mugs, t-shirts.
We're gonna have the Breakthrough Show coming, or store coming season 2. Just wait for it because it's coming. It's on my list now. Y'all have done it. You have done it. There will be a t-shirt with Tamia's face too. All right, guys, we have got to finish up for today, but this was a good show. Good hot topics, great guests. I want to thank Tamia for being our fabulous guest on the show today. Of course, our amazing panelists, Jamad Kelly, the empowerment coach, Heather Clark, our declutter coach and consultant, and Tara Abram, our meditation teacher, photographer / designer. And I, of course, want to thank all of you for being here with us, whether you've been on live or on the replay. I encourage you all to continue leaving comments and questions after the show so we can still party with you there. My name is Jessica Dugas, intuitive mentor and energy healer.
And I'm Donna Brown, holistic wellness practitioner. And this has been The Breakthrough. Join us next week when we will be joined by our amazing and talented panelists, Heather Clark and Lori Ann Davis, along with our guest, Siri, right an hour, sorry. We'll be sharing her breakthrough moment on ending it all. We look forward to seeing you next week, same time, same place, 12 p.m. Central, 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. See you next time. Bye for now.